Dear children, my sweet little listeners, snuggle down as cozily as you can on your pillows with pillows under your little heads. Hug your teddy bears, bunnies, and all your cuddly toys tight. Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine a huge, scary storm on a vast, roaring sea. The waves are like giants clapping their hands. Boom! Boom! The wind howls, woo! And poor little red as the sweetest apple, is drifting on a tiny piece of an old boat. He's clinging to his long yarn thread, but the wave is too strong. Splash! He has to quickly cut his thread so he doesn't drown. Oh no! In doing so, he loses his golden magical spark that shines like a little star. Whoosh! A giant wave throws Red onto the beach, all wet and sad, among seashells, seaweed, and pieces of a shipwreck. The sand crunches under his tiny feet. Seagulls cry, "Caw, caw!" Red looks around and, oh my! He sees little Blue as the most beautiful summer sky. Blue is trapped in an old wet fishing net near the wreck, a little frightened, waving his yarn to say hello. Red runs closer, stretches out his thread, and snap! They connect. Their yarns twist together into one long, strong, colorful bond. Red and Blue together. The spark comes back, shining brighter than the sun on the waves. Now they're friends forever, giggling softly, hee hee hee. Little ones, settle down even more cozily now, because a really long, beautiful fairy tale is about to begin. Close your eyes, hug your teddy bears tight, and listen carefully. The spark, that tiny golden star, twirled in the air like a firefly and called out in a silvery voice, "Come with me, Red. Come with me, Blue. A great big adventure is waiting for us." And off she floated ahead of them, twinkling merrily, twinkle, 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 twinkle. Red and Blue looked at each other, nodded happily, and hop! They dashed along the beach. The sand was still wet from the storm, and their little feet left funny footprints. Red and blue, as if someone were painting rainbow hearts. First, they came to a huge, heavy chest that the sea had tossed onto the shore. "Ugh, so heavy," sighed Red. "Together we can do it," laughed Blue. They laid their yarn threads on the chest, braced their little legs, and they pushed so hard that the chest slid aside with a loud crunch. Behind it stood a tall, slippery rock. "Now for the swing!" shouted Red. Blue threw his thread like a lasso, swish, and caught the branch overhead. 1, 2, 3, whoosh! They flew over the obstacle and landed softly on the other side. The spark giggled quietly and flew on. In front of them lay a huge fallen branch, like a bridge made for giants. "We have to move it," said Blue. Red climbed right to the very top. Blue stayed below and pulled the thread. Together, heave, heave, heave. The branch rolled with a thump and stopped exactly where it needed to be. Now they could run across it like a real little bridge.